Alright, here we go.
Here we go. Time for chapter 4, I believe.
Yeah, so I did some finagling to get John's save data over to my Steam profile to make sure John didn't have to log into my computer every time we stream. So go down to episodes and easy, and we have just episode 4. then I assume those are like DLC.
Yeah, I believe those are the DLC.
But we don't have any episodes prior to that. But at least we're caught up.
That's very strange. All right, let's do this. Brought to you by Mountain Dew Game Fuel
and Energizer batteries.
Yes, especially Energizer batteries.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before the
This
tragedy.
can be rough to open.
Yeah, they really want there. All right, the truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
Oh,
I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't
That guy I
fight.
punched.
You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
You lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
he's still wearing the same clothes.
Yeah.
I felt groggy.
I was
Whatever
back in
heart
the
rate
cabin.
bumped in me
Yeah.
was making me numb. I felt
Oh.
like this was happening to someone else.
I
Someone
must-
I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Since this is
There
my
were
Steam
only empty sheets
profile,
of paper here.
Yeah.
No manuscript pages.
I must not have turned subtitles on.
Oh
So I
yeah.
can,
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. There you go. There we go. Oh, there's an IV next to his bed.
Yeah. Full of drugs.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better
I'm gonna
now?
punch this guy
Feeling
again.
calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
I wonder if the Jack taking him out to a fishing trip is a reference to the ones over the cuckoo's nest.
It does sound like one, yeah. What's over here?
Oh, and Jeff mentioned we might not have any manuscript pages since this is my...
Probably
Steam.
not.
Hopefully that's not going to be
Now,
a problem.
Alan,
I
from
know.
past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts. thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind?
This is a
You're
video game?
skeptic
Yeah.
by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Got Jordan Peterson over here talking
Yeah.
about logic.
The sequence break. There's a... I thought that was a rocket or something on the table. It's just an umbrella.
It does look like a rocket if you
Yeah.
squint. Sundial.
Yeah. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated
TZ, who could that be?
in the memory of a dear friend and a poet. Montenegros. Cadare. I don't speak
Some
Latin.
Latin stuff.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Oh, it's storming.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Jeff googled the Latin and it
Alan,
says
what
it
I'm telling you
translates
is
into-
good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After
talk.
all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
So what does that Latin mean?
To fall into darkness.
That makes sense.
And all the results for Alan Wake.
Yeah, that also makes sense. Get away from this jerk.
Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
wonderful
What a
stuff.
great guy.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Oh, this is the guy. who's making the most.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
Trash, of course, but it does involve
get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed
get
the
that?
typewriter in your room. You've been writing.
1 out of 100.
Yep.
As soon as you feel up to
Makes
it,
sense.
you should continue.
I want to see if the musicians are around here somewhere.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
See who's painting over here.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
I'm sure he's getting better. Hey, buddy. Something squeaking.
Oh.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, that must be the hammer. Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's a squeaky.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Hold up. The hammer page. It's not
I'm so sorry to
it's-
cut this
Yeah.
short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Oh, he seems like a nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was... Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. Thinking back into the fantasy, I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine, clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed leather patches on the elbows. That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Oh my.
So I guess they're playing a Night
So
Springs board
tired.
game.
Oh, yeah.
Built the farm close
They
to
are.
the lake. A place of power.
There's the box.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
Like they want me to go to their farmhouse.
That Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Hit that
Oh, Balder,
hippie
yeah.
chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
I'm tired, man. So tired.
Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, TM, and its sister method, the Flow, TM, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Oh, boy.
Ted says the Night Springs board game looks like some roll and move bullshit.
It does. Basically
I may
Candyland.
need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Uh-oh. That's some live-action actor there.
Interesting.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Emerson, Wake, and Desolate.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I can be very cool.
Like the Fonz.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
Oh, God.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
Oh, God.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Face. Barry and the
Hartman
launch.
kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Oh my.
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard.
Oh,
If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled, adult, diapered ass first, since you're so tough, Bert. Let me out of here!
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of.
Yeah.
But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all.
Do you have any idea how much I make as an agent of a
Barry.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated, and I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. The kidnapper had. Yeah. Mott failed.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Interesting. So Mott was the fake kidnapper.
Yes.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
I'm buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too!
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How are your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent
Nightingale might be
Nightingale,
my
first
favorite
of all,
character.
we're
Yeah.
in this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Oh, Nightingale.
Not even the other bad guy likes Nightingale. He's so alone. Yep. Is this Barry? I heard him saying, saying something, but it was at the same time.
Barry?
Alice's tape was playing.
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
There was 3. Pages. A gun.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Uh-oh.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. with your ability in mind.
Oh no.
I don't think the dark old lady liked Hartman that much. Oh my.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Oh, some like,
Yeah.
QTE.
Should we go to that generator, maybe?
Oh yeah. Because you have his keys.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, you found the light.
Oh, I think this was the place I came from. Oops. I'm not supposed to be back here.
You go in that door.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's just
Player.
Okay. Oh, I need that. Hartman's mission.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Night Springs! Yeah! No. Mustang Drift.
Okay.
Verizon. Okay, I'm not gonna watch an ad.
Oh my god, it's an actual Verizon ad. I love it.
Oh, what's going on there? Come this way, ball. I thought maybe the ball would like break through the door and I could hide in that alcove. Yep. Oh. Stop.
Oh, there it is. Open the
thank
door
you, ball.
for you.
I'm here!
Oh, I guess that's
Oh, I think we made that same mistake.
Yeah.
Hey, come on! We gotta get going! I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there!
Of course we are, Barry. Ugh. At least you gave me a
God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Batteries, flare. I do have a gun. Don't have a ton of bullets. I'm sure I'll find messages that help me out.
I'm sure there's plenty of bullets in the hedge maze.
Yes.
What is this stuff doing here?
Batteries. I think I got it, thanks. Oh, I was already there. Messages.
Yeah.
Corners.
I think that might be a manuscript.
Yeah, that's definitely a manuscript. I just thought it was bait.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
I'm excited to get to that point.
Yeah.
Be careful! I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
All I know about Quantum Break is that it had one of the hobbits.
Oh yeah.
They're talking about Quantum Break.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know much about that one. It seems like it was like time was stopped or something in that setting.
Yeah.
I don't. It was time related somehow. Ah! Just revolver ammo on a bench.
I wonder why they couldn't find like a brand of ammunition to be sponsored by.
Yeah.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
I think Orderly Birch might have been taken.
Yeah.
I think that's the term for it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got an axe.
Oh my.
Can't get me if I'm in a gazebo.
That's right.
Thermos. Okay, what's now in here? Flare gun's good. 1 ammo. Let's not accidentally fire that. Bird and animal lines. Oh, there's one behind me. Oh no,
For the
Barry!
moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Neil made Tom do it. out here? This way? Although I don't anticipate. I hear birds, I think. I think those are birds, but it's hard to say. Guy over there. Looks back. It's a page. Maybe a page? That looks like a page. Yeah. Hartman sedates Wake.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
I hope I get to break his nose again, but it doesn't seem likely after the office. So we could maybe get like a possessed version. They need to give me a headbutt in this game.
Yeah.
That looks like a person.
Barry?
It might be Barry. Hopefully he's not possessed, but...
Ow! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry?
Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
This is my friend. Friends. Birds.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before. It happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it.
Look out!
Oh dear. Ouch.
Al! God damn it, Al! Talk to me!
Alright. In the woods again. Down a cliff.
Oh boy.
I lost my gun in the crash.
Of course you
There's
did.
nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh! Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Very.
Bears from the streets.
He is. Grew
You're gonna have
grew
to find
apart.
your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo.
Oh, hey!
This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
I can't fall off there, it looks like. I was looking for pages that way, but I was a little worried I would kill myself.
It's happened before, so
Yes.
the precedent's there.
Uh-oh. Around the line. Don't have a flashlight or a gun. seemed like the right way based on the map, but there's something shiny over here.
Yeah.
Post page. Walter at the Anderson farm. Who's Walter?
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears. Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Okay. If I turn this on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Just your average cop.
Yeah.
There we go. This way. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Let's see if anything down here in the darkness. Wait. No. It's super dark.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Hey, I know you. You're my friend. I have no batteries though. Whoa. What's this say?
Trust.
Trust no one in the dark, probably. It's hard to see with the glare. But yeah, that seems right. No batteries. So just basic light beam.
Oh, okay.
And dodging. And I'm so good at dodging.
And expert. Oh, talking about omega 3s.
Yep.
Oh, there's the generator.
was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Flashlight.
Heavy
Oh,
duty.
Thermos.
Batteries. No gun. These were responsible campers who just didn't leave guns lying around.
Yeah.
This is the tent.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Maybe Zane? Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Some flares or... Oh, yeah. Those I can kill with. Oh, yeah, that's a trap. Oh, is that a goodie for me? But it is not a goodie.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Light up ahead. Nope. The patients escape the lodge.
The
Fun.
storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Oh boy. Let's see if we can get this up.
Nope. I think there might be a gun next to
I think there is.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Ammo. The taken are filled with darkness. Yeah. I got that much.
Seems like it goes without saying.
This is chapter 4.
Yeah, buddy. Come on, try and keep up. More traps.
Yep. Birds. Music starting to do its. camera around. Okay, move away.
Yeah, just follow the waypoint.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah!
The front door was locked.
Might be that. Yeah. Who's Danny?
Yeah.
Does he like coffee? Friendly bear.
I think there were some stairs in the main hall.
Yeah, there we go. Can't go down. What's in here?
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
Oh.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. You're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him.
That could be.
It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Alright, you just stay here with your blood.
Yeah. I'll sleep it off.
Fine, yeah. Sleep off the wounds. Oh, also the front door is locked. Can you give me some keys or something?
Yeah. Oh.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Alright, buddy. Yeah, you're fine.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Oh, sorry, Danny.
Rip Danny.
Rip. beloved character Danny. Can I get an F in chat for all the Danny fans?
Yes, please.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
4 manuscript page.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Let's get to the farm and save Barry.
Barry wasn't up here. He
That
was
mouse
probably in
later.
trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Stop for thermos.
Yep.
Ah, I didn't even see that. Good eye.
Check upstairs. We just found flashbangs from our friend. Another car if we
Car,
need
yeah.
one. Yep. Let's switch cars. It's gonna be fun.
For fun.
Should I keep following this road, you think, or should I try to get towards the checkpoint? Road looks kind of like it bends around. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was some more yellows.
Yeah.
Car.
Oh, sorry. I'm a famous writer. I can pay for property damage. Oh my.
Yeah, it's like they won't let you take the car.
Yeah, but I like the car.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is a good automobile. Why? Is this supposed to... No, I don't think we're running past that. I guess it works. Probably not the exact strat, but hey. And it killed itself.
Oh, good.
It was shamed by the fact that it hit me like 4 times. I survived. I think the guys who I missed with the car are still kind of trickling up here.
Yeah.
So they all seem to have been, like, purged of darkness.
Yeah.
Some bleachers. This might be the stage they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Thermos.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn!
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot!
Oh god.
Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around?
Yes, I did.
You don't say.
I'm trying to get the stage lights on!
You're getting pretty good at that. I'll give you checkpoints.
Yeah. Please, please, please! Now, please don't let me die. Although if I buy it, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out. Rock and roll! They are trying to kill us. That's the high point of my life? Really? Oh my God! Enjoy it! God damn it!
It looks like whenever one of these lights goes up, it affects ones.
Yeah.
Can I do this?
Did you get the pump action shotgun?
I got a shotgun of some sort.
So I think there's one on.
Yeah.
Heavy duty, right?
Oh my.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Heavy duty flashlight or heavy duty lantern? I'm gonna stick with the lantern. I think the pump action was over here, so I
Yeah,
probably
I
have
think
it. Might be over here.
Yeah, I think it was on that box there. Okay. That speaker right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Okay.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry.
Oh.
Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
Oh, something up there.
There is.
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
So yeah, get up there, turn on that generator probably, and that lets me move that, I assume.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Much as anything this game does. Let's do a little page / thermos hunting. Flashing over there, but I think that's blocked off until I solve this. Maybe. We'll see.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Jump down.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Aha. Cool boat, a long boat.
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Let's see what's on the TV.
Hey, Night Springs!
We all spend
Oh, Night Springs! Man,
Very.
that memory. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
In Night Springs.
So Alan wrote for Night Springs.
Tonight's episode. The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream? Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream. But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this. Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there. I don't know what that means. It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm. Hey, something's happening here. Yeah? What's that? What? Can't you hear that? Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake.
Oops. Oh, Night Springs. Lots of goodies in here. Hunting rifle ammo, if I can find a hunting rifle. But I just got that pump action. Something shiny out there.
Yeah. Is that the stage?
Yeah, it might be. It might have been something I could have gotten back then, but oh well. I can get through here. Yeah, let's just keep going forward.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake.
Oh, that probably wasn't a good
The
idea.
Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Oh, that's what it wants me to do.
Ah.
I didn't even know there was a puzzle to be solved. I was just
Yeah, just explore.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like a tour poster.
Yep. Old Gods of Bath, discard. 1975 Ragnarok Tour, be awed by celestial wrath and fury.
Seattle, Bakersfield, Long Beach, New York, Detroit, Jackson, Tampa, New Orleans, Baton Rouge.
Alright.
No stops in Portland.
Dang. Oh, this is probably for the boat. Lithium batteries and darkness noise.
Yep.
Oh, I'm full of batteries.
Oh. Yeah. See what this lantern does.
Yeah. It seems very big and powerful.
Nice. arms.
I missed that before.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Yeah, this seems to be the flashy stuff I saw earlier. I'm guessing I don't want to be electrocuted. Just a hunch.
Probably not.
It's Barry.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
I heard some footsteps. Check over here before I start kicking. Nope, nothing.
Be careful, Al!
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Something flashy.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Yeah, that's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat.
An animal.
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton.
Hi.
Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
We've been visited by our first cat of the evening.
Yes. Daisy.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
What's that? That was batteries.
Not full of batteries.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Do you need to kick that gate open too?
Of course. Silo door for Barry. Oh, hey, cat. Hey, cat.
You've got to be kidding me.
Ah! Daisy, this is your fault.
Hey.
Now we got assholes to deal with. Yeah, I know all about the cows and pigs of the world.
What a fun factoid.
So is this section making you thirsty for moonshine?
you out there, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
Barry's just like Ashley in Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Escorting him. I solve all the puzzles and kill everything.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al.
He hangs
Looks
out.
pretty heavy. Ah!
Barry's outfit is cuter though.
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This
He's
farm
got
is
the
a crazy
Gore-Tex
place
going.
for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Quick sweep around the perimeter here to check for pages. That's actually a pretty big amount of area. So let's just go inside. Oh, they got cool shields.
The lights are out. I guess we better
They
check the fuse
always are.
box.
Drums.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box. The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were on the booby hatch.
Old gods know the truth.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
I'm just gonna guess he was drunk on moonshine the whole time.
Yep.
Here. Oh, guitar.
Sweet axe.
Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh?
Guess. You don't want to hear me shred some chords? As the rockers say.
Mm-hmm.
The fuse box is just in a bedroom.
Yeah.
Need to find the lady of the light.
You don't say.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Oh, Daisy. Alright, she's...
What dumb shit is she doing?
Just make sure she didn't break anything.
Okay. Pause for cat.
The wool balls she knocked over.
Okay.
Pull the basket, please. I don't see any of the balls.
Oh yeah. I think I did some.
Is there a load in the drawer?
Yeah, they're probably in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's mine. What a psychotic animal. Okay. Find the lady of the light.
Is that the only lyric to this song?
I assume it's like stuck.
Oh,
and I need to unstick it.
Oh yeah, because you were examining something earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver.
What does
We'll stay
literally
here for the night
everyone
and head
else in
back
the
to
world
town
think this
as soon
song
as
is
it gets
about?
dark.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on,
Seems
Barry.
like a
This is.
good
Yeah. What the hell?
Shadow people attack. What if there's a second combine harvester?
I'm sorry about this. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, god damn it.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's
boy.
right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
Some amazing drunk acting.
What do
Yes.
they put in
Superb.
this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
That's a low camera angle.
Yep. Of course, this is when the Agent Nightingale finds him.
Oh yeah.
It's me. Oh. Having a vision. Diver's Isle. They did say the moonshine has, like, unfiltered lake water in it.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
First person now?
Yeah.
Alice? Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Alan Wake. All right. How long have we been going?
2 hours and 9 minutes.
Okay. You want to try for another chapter, or should we call it here?
That's up to you.
What time is it?
10 o'clock. 10:10.
Okay. Let's call it here. I don't want to do another full chapter.
Yeah.
Plus, that would leave one final chapter for might be a short stream.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But yeah, let's call it here.
That sounds good.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll try to be back in maybe a couple days.
Yeah, sounds good.
she went down to the lake, and in the waves she drowned. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, gone mad with the night. That's how you reshape destiny. The poet came down to the lake to call out to his dear. When there was no answer, he was overcome with fear. He searched in vain for his treasure lost, until soon the night would fall, and only his own echo would wail back as his call. And when he swore to bring back his love by stories he'd create, nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny. In the dead of night she came to him with darkness in her eyes. We're in a morning gown, sweet words as hard as skies. He took her in without a word, for he saw his grave mistake, and vowed them both to silence deep beneath the lake. Now if it's real or just a dream, one mystery remains, for it is said on moonless nights they may still haunt this place. That's how you reshape destiny. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, still raving in the night. That's how